Alright guys, I'm now at home and it's sweet to be back home. The good thing about it is when you're traveling and you live in a van, you can always come back home because you have it home. And needless to say, I'm happy to be back, but I do miss the big, beautiful sceneries and quietness of being out there in the wilderness. But what we're going to do today is going to empty this van here. There's not really much to show of taking things out, as much as it is how to put the van back together the way it was originally, with all the seats, without having ever made a hole in the structure of the van. That is the tricky part in any traveling that you do. That make sure when you alter the van, it's not a permanent alteration that you really ruin the original status of the van. So what I'm going to do now is empty some of this. I'm not going to bore you with all the emptiness part of it, but I do want to show you a couple of things that I did that helped my trip to be more successful, and it goes something like this. For example, I put this container outside, which has very little value of importance to me, but I did put the tools out here. And that's important, but that's expensive tools. But I put them there for emergency, and the fact that I put them outside is so that I can have the ice chest inside, which is more convenient. What do you think, lady? Is that right? So that gives me a change within my move, my traveling, more convenient. Now I had those two containers on top of my ice chest that was here. I took the ice chest out last night so I can put away all the food that was in the ice chest. But that's where the ice chest went, giving my mattress some support from sliding left to right. Those were conveniently for me because I used them quite a bit. When I was up here, I used it quite a bit. On this side, I had all the stuff in the front here, on top of here. But what really came more convenient that I never thought it would have been is this. I have my water tank for washing my hands, washing dishes or whatever, and I had it right here. See, all I have to do is drop it and use it to wash. You've seen that on my video. And here, all I did was hook it right there. So that became very convenient. Of course, my water tank's over there, always convenient to drinking water. My tools for cooking, barbecuing, all convenient. My water, drinking water right off the bat to keep it cold, was always available and easy to get to without having to move those off the ice chest. Because every time if I always wanted water out of the ice chest, I would have to move that off the ice chest. But since I had this little one with the water that I wanted, water was always ready to drink by just opening this ice chest. So those are the few of the conveniences. Now here on top, all of this was stuff that I don't use on a daily basis, unless I'm going to camp for 3-4 days or a week. Then I would take my tent out of there and I would put my canopy up, as you've seen some of the videos show that. But generally speaking, everything I needed was here here, here, and here with my ice chest, and of course my bed in the back all the way across. And that's the way I designed it to fit. All these cases, even those in the bottom right here, was not necessarily something I needed desperately. This one is a little bit more needed, and of course the one in the back, that black one on there, that's the one that I could use the most. Get stuff out that I really needed. Well, I'm almost finished emptying everything. It's not put away, organized, but it's pretty much out. I got to do the bed and a few other things, and then empty my. It's still a lot of work to put everything back to normal. So I'll get back with you in a minute. I got to do a honeydew before I can continue. And the honeydews begin. This has to be done. Sooner or later, you end the trip, and that is the outcome. You probably would have thought it was kind of a waste of getting this, but in reality, I used it for several reasons. One, support the bed from the bottom, keep it from getting scratched. Used it to extra panels for closing up the window, privacy and temperature. I also used it for the flooring on the tent, so I would make holes in the tent. So it came out very handy to buy those, and when I clean them, they'll be used for working out at home, putting it on the floor and working out. So it's a very good purpose for all those pieces there. Originally, when I bought this tray here with the hitch, it was the wrong size, so I had to buy that piece right there to transfer it from it's a 2-inch. It's a 2-inch, and that's probably a 1-inch. I don't know, 5/8. Don't know. But nevertheless, that I had to buy in order to use that tray. Well, I have taken pretty much everything out of the van except the bed. The bed I will do tomorrow. Today is June the 1st, but tomorrow, in June 2nd, I'm going to relax it. My sciatic nerve is bothering me right now from all this work. All this bending and lifting and pushing. And so tomorrow, June the 2nd, that would be Wednesday, June the 2nd, I will take that bed out, and it only takes, I think, is 2 to 6 screws or bolts, and the whole thing will come off. And then with 4 bolts, I can put the seat back, push it back, and then put the 2 captain seats. So that would be a fully back the way the van should be. I got here back home on the 31st, Memorial Day. June the 1st was Tuesday. Then Wednesday the 3rd, Friday the 4th. No, wait a minute. Tuesday the 1st, Wednesday the 2nd, Thursday the 3rd, and today's the 4th. The 4th of June. Now, what have I been doing since then? Well, you know that the first
day I got back, on the 31st, my wife and I went out to eat, came back, relaxed. The next day, June 1st, Tuesday, June 1st, I figure I'll do a video of me breaking down everything, taking the thing out of the van, and putting it all back together as one unit, the way it used to be before I went on the trip. I did take out everything out of the van. Now, it took me quite a while to put everything into the van before the trip. It took days and days. I put this, I put that, a little bit at a time. So no big deal. But when I got back and tried to take everything out on the same day, whoa, that was too much. And I advise you not to do that either. Now, you may be a different age than I am, so it may not matter to you if you're younger. But I'm 67, and I overdid it. I took too much everything out. I took everything out. And boxes, and then I also did some honeydews. 2 of them, actually, in fact. They were heavy boxes. And, excuse me, that's my wife. There you go, folks. That was going to be another honeydew, but they're going to do something on their own. And I recommend that you take your time. Take some things out, put them away, more things out, put them away. It takes several days to do it. Had I done that instead of what I did, I would not have inflamed my sciatic nerve. My whole left side, rear side, down my leg, has been in pain for 3 days. It's still in pain right now. I'm sitting down kind of comfortable, so I'm not feeling too much pain. But I overdid it. I did too much work on one day. I will be getting back with you on how to put the van back together, even though you may not even have that kind of vehicle, but it gives you an idea what it is to travel and live in a van with a dog or without a dog, and be able to come back to home and put the van back together. It's in its original status. So after that, I will make another video of my opinions of everything I experienced and what it is to live in a van or to travel in a van while you live in it, with a dog or without a dog. And also, what are the pros and cons of why you would choose one over the other. There's several options of traveling, but if you're going to live in a van, that's a different story altogether. And I will cover all that on the next video. Well, the next video after I finish the van. All right, guys. So this is it for now, and I will get back with you shortly. Giddy up.